software. I could make my own video channel, and then everyone can see my movie. Hey guys, it's your boy Dennis.
I don't know if the world is ready for pure, unfiltered Dennis.
Smash that button, like and subscribe.
Only one upgrade left.
Hello fellow gamers, and I'm playing Fortnite Save The World, and in this video I will be going over constructors and how to place their base. Now I'm having to record this audio commentary after I've recorded the video footage, mainly because my PS4 fan is so damn loud, as you probably heard in one of my previous videos. So I'm using the Share Factory Add Track 2 feature in order to do this. So the constructor hero that we're going to be using in this video is Heavy Base Kyle, and he's a pretty decent hero. If you want me to go over different heroes, constructor heroes in the game, then by all means let me know. I have done videos going over their perks in the past. So the hero perk for Heavy Base Kyle is Field the Base, eliminating enemies standing on structures affected by base, charges base. After 30 charges, base emits an explosion which knocks back enemies, dealing 89 base energy damage in a 5 tile radius. So as long as enemies are walking over what the base is protecting, every 30 enemies it triggers this sort of explosion. The team perk is Recycling and requires 2 constructors in your loadout. Base generates resources based on affected structures. Higher tier structures generate more resources. Interact with base to collect these resources, but the downside to this is other players in your game can take your resources from your base. So the only way around this is to play solo and don't have other people in your game, because people do pinch your materials, which is it's not great. So in our hero loadout we have Survivalist. Eliminations heal you for 39 base health over 3 seconds. Duration refreshes with additional eliminations, and for this it requires the hero Survivalist Jonesy, and I highly recommend that you have this in every single one of your hero loadouts, because as long as you're killing enemies you're gaining health. So it's a great way to survive in the game, and it's really essential in like higher end missions like Twine Peaks. Just keep killing enemies and keep getting health. It's great. Cupid's Arrow. On bow hit, arrow splinter, dealing 20% of damage to 3 nearby enemies. This is only if you use bows in the game, really. So if you don't use bows, don't have this in your hero loadout. And it requires the hero Stoneheart Farah. And she's good if you're using her as your main hero, because she does even more damage. So I'm just going to show you the best bow to use in the game if you do use Stoneheart Farah, either as the main hero or in one of your hero loadouts. And that is the Vacuum Tube Bow. With the 6th perk, Chain Lightning, you want it with that 6th perk. Hitting an enemy with this weapon causes chain lightning to strike up to 6 enemies, and requires the bow to be drawn back at least halfway. Now you get access to change the perks on weapons and traps in Save the World after you've completed Plankerton Storm Shield Defense 2. And I would advise collecting all the resources you can before then, because it does take resources to actually change the perks on both weapons and traps. But it is a great bow. It uses sniper ammo though, like a sniper rifle, so you only have 1,000 of those at a time. Electrified Floors. Enemies standing on structures affected by base take 12.7 base energy damage every 5 seconds, which is another good one to actually slot in your loadout, because you're doing damage to enemies just by walking over your structures that you have been protected by your base. And for that you would need Thunder Thora. And she's also another good constructor to have as a lead constructor, because her perk does even more damage to enemies. Fully contained. Enemies that melee attack structures affected by base take 15 base damage. And again, it's another, one to think about putting in your hero loadout if you do have this hero. And for that you would need Electro Pulse Penny. Again, she does more damage if you have her as a main constructor. Mega Base increases base connectivity range by 1. And for that you would need hero Mega Base Kyle. There's also a really good hero to have as a main hero. Both him and Power Base Nox have the largest areas covered by your base. So if you want a really large area covered, either pick Mega Base Kyle or Power Base Nox as your main constructor hero. For the gadgets, we have Stationary Hover Turret. Deploys a hovering turret that fires energy rounds 6 rounds per second at enemies within 8 tile range for 30 seconds. Bot turret will explode on death, damaging all nearby enemies. And you start the game with 1 stationary hover turret, but you get an additional 1 hover turret once this gadget is maxed out. And for the other gadget, we have Adrenaline Rush. Instantly restores 520,674 health to you and friendly players in a 3 tile radius. Adrenaline Rush also purges negative effects when used. Now heals an extra 40,052 health every second over 5 seconds. And this gadget can also be used to give extra health to any animal that you've tamed, providing it is within a 3 tile radius. And once this gadget is maxed out, you can instantly revive a downed player or tamed animal with just 1 button press. So these are 2 great gadgets. I tend to mainly use these all the time. So we're just going to go and do this mission in Canny Valley in a category 1 Fight the Storm. And these are the actual mission objectives that we have to do. I've done one of them, which is the first one. Constructors are probably the least used hero in the game because there are better heroes. Ninjas and soldiers are great, and outlanders are great if you want to farm for resources. We're just going to be doing this solo. And I highly recommend pinning a few of your quests, because on the right hand side of the screen there you'll see that it is highlighted at the on the top of it. If you can't do that pinned quest on that mission, it won't be highlighted. It just makes the game a lot easier. You're not wasting time going into missions, doing them, and then realizing that you can't complete one of your missions or side missions. It can be quite a pain. So there's a handy tip for you guys. I usually say about it in a lot of my Save the World videos. I've done well over 400 of them, so make sure you are subscribed and hit that bell notification if you do want these handy tips videos on my channel. This one's mainly aimed at new players to the game. People that have been playing the game for a long time will already know what I'm going through in this video. It's just to help out all you new guys, because Save the World is quite complex with lots of menus and sub menus and what have you. Keep an eye on your mini map. It shows you where blue glow is located. There's one just up here. You need 1 blue glow for a category 1 atlas. You need 2 blue glow for a category 2 atlas. You need 3 blue glow for a category 3 atlas, and you need 4 blue glow for a category 4 atlas. Yeah, there is missions where you have to defend 4 atlases. and there is a storm chest in this one, but we're not actually going to do it. Now storm chests will appear once you've any missions higher than power level 28, you will get a storm chest, or could get a storm chest, and you can get up to 4 storm chests in one game.
Show off what our constructors can do in combat. Stagger or knock back husks with a melee weapon. Kinetic overload.
So we have the Atlas right here. It tells you how to interact with it to drop the actual Atlas. Now we don't want to be building out of wood because it's fire enemies, and fire enemies will do 200% damage against wooden structures, so either build out of brick or metal. Let's break this wall down here because it's kind of in the way. Oh, our defender got launched in the air then. Now this is the most efficient way to build around an Atlas, using the least amount of materials, and even high level Twine Peaks players will utilize this build. It's basically sort of like a pyramid, but with the top bit sort of missing. Now I'm going to upgrade all my structures. The higher the structures, the longer it takes for enemies to break through it. So it's not letting me place my base. Normally hit circle and then square, and then it brings up the actual trap wheel. Oh, that's great. Another bug in the game. I swear every time Epic Games does an update, they fix half a dozen things and then they break 12 more. Now normally you have to go to your trap wheel and select floor traps, and then from the floor traps it will be the one in the topmost position where your base is. It'll be like a yellow colour, and then you place it down doing that, but unfortunately I can't, so I can't show you heavy base Kyle's feel the base perk, and I can't show you recycling. Thanks Epic, brilliant. Just what I need when I'm doing a tutorial video. So I don't know when this is actually going to be fixed. It has happened before in the past, and like I said, I just tap circle and then square, and it usually fixes it, and then I can place down my base. And you have to place down your base 3 times in order to do this current quest. It's just not letting me. Right, let's just start it up then.
That's enough blue glow. You got this, Commander.
So if you keep your eye on the minimap, it tells you the direction that the husks are coming from. So another great tip. It's sort of like white. It also shows you on your map, like the purple areas. If you switch over to your map, the direction at which the enemies are going to come from. Let me just get rid of this stuff that's in the way so that my defenders have a clear line of sight. Another issue I've noticed is some defenders, apart from sniper and shotgun defenders, have 2 weapons that they can use, but because you can't actually give them a weapon, they are limited to the first weapon that they can use. You know, if it says they can fire SMGs and pistols, they only use SMGs. So that means that there is no pistol defenders in the game now, which is another thing that needs to be fixed. So I'm just using my mythic weapon there to clear out that tree. And this is my hover turret. Great little gadget. You just choose a low level trap. The lowest I can I have the materials to craft is a 106. At the changing directions. See the white around the edge of the minimap? So that indicates that they're coming from that direction. Let's just place a couple of traps down here. Propane husks are a pain. They will destroy whatever you've built pretty quick, unless it's fully upgraded to tier 3. Yeah, I still can't place my base down. If you do find my videos helpful, please be kind enough to leave a like, and by all means leave a comment as well. I always try to respond to everyone's comment. Even if you're not a subscriber, I will still reply to a comment. Flingers are a pain as well. Switch to my Xenon bow, which used to be one of the best weapons in the game, but recently got nerfed. I'm only using power level 77 weapons because this is Canny Valley. It's not a high mission. It's pointless using power level 130 weapons in a Canny Valley game. Let's just block that off and place a trap there. Let me just heal this. Oh, damn propanes again. See, normally my base would be protecting this structure, but because I can't place it down, I can't protect the structure. See the damage that propanes do. Taking so long to heal this structure. It needs to be upgraded to at least tier 2 minimum. Oh, it's another thing. Constructors use less materials in order to build. So I thought I'd tell you guys that in case you didn't know. No, still can't place my constructor base. Great. Like I said, to place your base when it is working, you just open your trap wheel, select floor traps, and it's the topmost one. It'll be a yellow colour to actually place your base. Now if you did want to place your base 3 times in the one game, just place your base where you want it and then move it. Then just go and place your base, you know, somewhere else nearer, and then go and place it again somewhere, you know, where you originally had your base. And that's how you place your base 3 times. You just place it where you want it. You don't have to pick it up to place it anywhere else. You just place it. Oh, this is a handy gadget that some constructors have as well. Or should I say ability, not gadget. And anyone, if you place this gun down, anybody in your game can actually use it. They don't have to be a constructor to use this. It can be a ninja, soldier, outlander. Oh, looks like they're getting through. Let's rebuild that. Yeah, you have to be more accurate with the Xenon bow now. Before, you didn't have to be as accurate. That's the bull rush, which is one of the abilities some constructors have. All the constructors have different like abilities. You know, they might not always be the same for each of the different constructors. Grab a bit more metal before the game actually ends. You get nuts and bolts from those parking meters or anything like that, or cars. You need nuts and bolts for crafting ammo and for some of the traps in the game, so it's a much used material in the game. So we couldn't complete the all the objectives in that mission. We couldn't place a base down 3 times. So yeah, it's a pain that, you know, when you get these bugs, because the constructor's pretty much unusable until they fix this, and it could be months before it's fixed, because I don't know if you guys knew, recently Epic Games has laid off 1,000 staff because they're basically spending more money than they're getting in. They're getting billions a year, and yet they still can't make a profit. Perhaps they should stop spending money on licensed music and emotes that have licensed music, because that must cost a small fortune. And I don't buy any licensed music or emotes with licensed music, because as a content creator, if I did put licensed music in my game in the background, or used a emote with licensed music, then whoever that licensed music belongs to can put adverts on my video just for a few seconds of music. So rather than do that, any licensed music or emotes that have licensed music, I just archive them so that they're not appearing, so that they basically disappear. Because I don't earn enough. Well, I don't have enough to put adverts on my videos. I have the more than 1,000 subscribers, but I don't have the 4,000 hours of watch time in the previous 12 months in order to monetize my videos. So basically, for the past couple of years, I've earned nothing. I don't even have anyone pledging on my Patreon, so not a single penny in years. I've had one payout for my creator code, and that's when it first came out. Then they changed the eligibility. You have to have $100 spent using your creator code in order to get a payout, and I don't have loads of people using my creator code, so I don't get a payout. I used to put paid promotion in my Fortnite videos at the start. It would pop up on the top left hand side, paid promotion, but I don't do that now because I'm not getting paid. So what's the point in saying paid promotion if you're not getting paid? Ridiculous. Anyway, apologies that I couldn't actually show this constructor off properly with the feel the base perk. It's a really pretty good perk. Or show you the recycling in action. The recycling you get, say you build out a metal, you will get metal materials back. So you get more materials if you upgrade it to tier 3 than you would tier 1. If you use wood, say you used a mixture of wood, brick and metal, you would get a mixture of all those materials. So just letting you guys know that. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to smash that like button. If you're new to my channel, then why not subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye for now.